Just letting you guys know that in the beginning of this video, it's going to sound like I don't know what any of the products are because I don't at the beginning, because the link to the actual products don't come out until after I finish recording. So it's going to sound like I'm like really confused about everything. And then we're going to go over the products like later in the video. So just know we cover everything. Okay. Hello. It's been a minute since I've done a news video for Barney, and this was not the Barney video that I was expecting to film today, but it's the video you're getting today. Something very strange just kind of happened. I'm going to show you what this is right now. This is on Instagram, of course. Complex posted this video to their Instagram. It was liked by, I think, Barney and Mattel. And, you know, Complex has had a history with Barney since like 2022 or 2023, where, you know, they had Complex Con. Barney was there with Emotionally Unavailable, unveiling this new clothing brand and stuff. They just posted this today where they're saying, you know, what do they all have in common? Find out during the Selena Gomez takeover on Complex, September 18th, 2025. Barney and Friends footage, compliments of Mattel and 9 Stories. They're just crediting Mattel and 9 Story for the footage usage. Now, it's a video where Barney shows up and he's putting a VHS tape into an analog TV, and it's Hit Entertainment Barney, which, I mean, it's fine, I guess. I guess Selena Gomez's tenure on Barney was released on VHS at some point, I believe. I'm not that versed in it, but they show her on Barney on the TV. Then it cuts to Wizards of Waverly Place, then Spring Breakers, you know, just like her life, like acting life of Selena Gomez just being on display here. What I'm confused about, which I know they're going to unveil on the 18th, but this is all speculation and, you know, just trying to gauge interest. What does this have to do with Barney outside of her being on Barney? You know what I mean? It is pretty interesting. Now, of course, my experience with her on Barney is like non-existent, right? My experience with Barney is 90s Barney, not early 2000s. So I don't remember her on Barney at all. I don't remember Demi Lovato on Barney at all. That's not my tenure with Barney. However, my Disney Channel tenure 100% is Wizards of Waverly Place. Like, I love Wizards so much. It was that Camp Rock, Wizards, Hannah Montana, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. That era was my era. So I love Selena Gomez. I love what she was in. It also shows, I guess, you know, again, Spring Breakers, which is a very adult-oriented movie, but it is part of her history. I'm really interested to see what this has to do with Barney, because clearly Mattel, you know, authorized. Hold on, guys. Let me wait for this truck to go by. Clearly Mattel authorized Barney to be in this skit. They filmed an entire new thing with the Barney costume, putting a VHS tape into the TV. So Barney has something to do with it very specifically, which is very interesting. Also, if you look at the bottom of the post in the video, it has, of course, copyright for Lions Partnership, which is Barney. It has a copyright, I think, for Mattel. I'm not looking at the photo right now, but it also has a copyright for Disney, which you can assume is because the Wizards of Waverly Place footage was used in the post. But like, there's no copyright for like Spring Breakers or whatever, if there even is to be one there. So I'm really curious to figure out what exactly this is going to be. It's purple in the background, so I think Barney's gonna have a big role in it. I'm just confused as to what, you know what I mean? It's interesting, you know. I would hope that Emotionally Unavailable is nowhere to be seen, because the last time they were involved with the Barney thing, it went very poorly, and I'm not gonna get into it right now, but there are videos on the channel that you can look at that highlight the entire progress of what was going on with that. It was very bad. However, whatever this ends up being, I'm excited. Again, I love Selena Gomez. I loved her tenure on Disney Channel. I love Barney, of course, and any new Barney thing that could come out that's like fashion or whatever this ends up being, I think will be very exciting. Barney, you're lucky I love you, because this page came out after I already recorded that initial bit that you just watched, and so now I had to set everything back up. So look, now we know what this thing is, right? So it says Selena Gomez. This is the Complex website. I'll have this link in the description for you to read as well. It says Selena Gomez Throwback Collection, from Barney to Spring Breakers, how to shop on Complex, celebrating some key moments from Selena's career with the new collection, will be available on Complex. So as we can see right here in this photo, this looks like a selection of just different items from what this collab is going to end up being, celebrating her life and everything. I guess this isn't a Barney phone. I don't know. I said it might be a Barney phone earlier, but it doesn't really look like it is. Again, I don't recognize it, but this could just be from something else. As we see here, actually, I haven't actually looked at this page yet. Let me see what else is here. Okay, so we got photos and everything. So we're just gonna read the article and then we'll look at the photos and everything. It says Selena Gomez is making a timely look back with the new throwback collection, which charts her journey from Barney and Friends to Wizards of Waverly Place to Spring Breakers. Barney and Friends, of course, is where it all began for Gomez, who can currently be seen in the latest season of Hulu's, This, That, and the Third. With Wizards of Waverly Place, Gomez, whose time on Disney Channel hit, was complemented with a trio of albums from her band The Scene, became a generational star. So it does look like it's just a big celebration of Selena Gomez, which is really nice. It says it's just talking about her career and everything. Very nice, very nice. I'm looking for any mention of Barney. The Selena Gomez Throwback Collection gives fans an overview of key entries from Gomez's. Oh my goodness, these ads are making me upset. Gives fans an overview of key entries from Gomez's early journey as an actor, featured in the collection of Barney and Friends. And featured in the collection are Barney and Friends inspired hoodies and sweatpants, plus tees and tank tops for Wizards of Waverly Place. Fans can expect to have a chance at getting their hands at hoodies, joggers, and ringer tees. Okay, full collection will be available to shop exclusively via Complex, plus the official Complex app starting Thursday, September 18th. Let's see, they got CDs and everything. So very, very nice. Do they have like the actual like listings for these items up here? Can I show that? Can I show that cassette? Okay, we're going. Let me see. Does it let me scroll? I guess not. So what is this? Oh, related products. Okay, so we're gonna go back and see some of the Barney related things because that's what we do here. They've got a shirt with Selena and Barney, which is from that famous promotional photo from the hit entertainment years of Barney. Friends Forever, Selena and Barney. I've never been the biggest fan of this photo. I think Barney looks kind of strange. It might be the suit, it might be how the eyes have like swiveled over to look at the camera. I don't know. I think this photo just looked kind of weird, but it's a nice layout. I like the way that this looks. It's very much giving like a premium vibe, you know what I mean? Then you got the hoodie right here, Selena and Barney. I don't understand. See, this is where it gets kind of weird. Why is Selena's name on here, but she's nowhere to be seen on the hoodie? It feels kind of strange that she's kind of omitted from this. I don't know. It looks nice. I just think it's kind of weird that she's like not in this one compared to, just knowing what this is supposed to be. You go down. I actually kind of want to look at some of this Wizards stuff because I love Wizards. Wizards is really good. There's a VHS tape underneath. It says Selena Gomez Throwback Collection. Are the VHS tapes only because of Barney? That's kind of interesting and weird because again, her Barney tenure wasn't really like a VHS thing. Really, it was mostly DVD. That's pretty interesting. Okay, I'm gonna go down and see if there's any other Barney related things. There's Spring Breakers. I don't see anything else. There was one that I don't think we looked at in the top photo. So there's the joggers right there. It says Friends Forever. It would have been nice if they put Friends Are Forever, but I don't expect them to remember that Barney and the Backyard Gang exists. You got the stars right there. What else is there? Are there any other Barney things? Are these the only two Barney things? Interesting that they got the Barney costume to be part of this. If these are the only two Barney things, I'm sure there's gonna be more stuff. I like these joggers. They're nice. Wizards of Waverly Place. And you got this, that, and the third. So, okay. In terms of Barney's involvement, it's pretty minuscule compared to what the emotionally unavailable things was, but that makes sense being that this is a Selena Gomez tribute as opposed to a Barney tribute. That makes a whole lot of sense. I like what they're doing here. Again, I might end up getting one of these. I don't know. Again, I love Selena Gomez, right? And I love Barney. And seeing them together on merchandise like this is kind of nice. That's how you get me. I might actually pick up one of these. Maybe. Now, of course, when it comes to premium, like I wouldn't really say this is hype stuff. Maybe it is. The price is going to be something else. You know what I mean? The emotionally unavailable stuff was pretty high up there in terms of the price. I don't remember what the prices were, but it was pretty crazy. So I'm expecting it to be kind of like that, but myself, I'm probably gonna get like one thing. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure. It would be nice if they had like a plush as part of this, kind of like how they did the emotionally unavailable stuff. I just think this is a nice little celebration of Selena Gomez. It's really nice. And of course, seeing Barney in anything new and new footage is always a cool thing. Now, what do you guys think of this? Hopefully this is the last time I'll be talking about this for today. I would love to cover it when it actually comes out. and maybe review some of the products. I think that would be really nice. Let me know what you guys think of this. Are you going to be getting any of this stuff? Are you excited for any of this stuff? I would love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments below. And as always, thank you guys so much for boarding my rainbow line, and I'll see you guys at the next stop. See ya! Austin, Autistic Disney, Chaco, Emilia, Gwen, Ian, Jake, Luke, Manny, Matt, Prima Donna, Thomas,